Good day traders, and welcome back to this week's RMDTRADER Weekly Market Fix, where we'll be looking at the top 5 best trading setups for the week ahead. Last week has been a bit slow in terms of seeing our technical setups playing out, but for this week I'm confident that we will see much better opportunities brought about by price action. Starting this week by having a look at cryptocurrency and specifically Bitcoin. Bitcoin has since broken below the diagonal support of this bear flag, reached our bearish target at 26,000. This is where we have our yearly S1 and also the target level that we've been pointing out for quite a number of months. At this stage, we can see we have price slightly consolidating, and there's a chance that we might see a correction, perhaps towards this area of the monthly S1, weekly R1. That would be at about 34,000. But overall, I think we will see another test of these lows. That will be the lows from last week, and that would be in the vicinity of about 25,000 to 26,000. If we do not find support, then it is likely that we will see price moving even lower with some additional horizontal support at about the 20,000 level. There's also a very small chance that we see a deeper correction towards that breakout level, and that would be at about 37,000, but it's better not to get ahead of ourselves and rather play the highest probability, which would be a retest of the lows. Looking at gold, gold has seen a very strong sell-off, currently once again testing a long-term support from the diagonal. This is the line that we have on the screen in purple. At this stage, we are trading below the yearly pivot, and I think the highest probability from here would be another correction, perhaps towards this area of our weekly R1, which is also where we have a daily 21 EMA and also the daily 100 SMA. So that would be at about 1,875. This area, if we were to look at Fibonacci retracement, would also coincide with the previous 61.8% retracement area, which we of course did not see, but instead we saw a very much a deeper correction, which usually indicates a very bearish move. But at this stage, we do have some support from that diagonal. So let's see what happens this week. But I think we might still see a slight correction this week, but things are starting to look a little bit bearish at this stage. Looking at the indices, specifically NASDAQ, we have our head and shoulders pattern still in play. We are currently back at that slanted hair neckline. And I think for this week, we might see a small rally, perhaps to test these areas of the weekly R1, daily 21 EMA. That would be at about 12,800. There's also the opportunity for price to correct even deeper still and higher, back towards that untested monthly pivot. That is at 13,600, also where we have the daily 50 SMA. So in the event, if we do get a deeper correction, this would be the area that I'd be looking for. But overall, while this right shoulder remains intact, in other words, we do not get a close above it, the initials will remain valid, and overall, we should see continuation in the weeks to come. Moving on to Forex, I'd like to have a look at the EURGBP. The EURGBP has previously broken out, as we've previously also indicated. At this stage, it seems that since our breakout, we are coming back for a retest of this breakout level, which could be at the level of about 0.845. That's also where we have our daily 200 SMA and daily 21 EMA converging, and from this area I'd be expecting price action to give us a reversal back to the upside, and then we have targets of our new weekly pivot at 0.852 and also that yearly pivot at 0.862, which would be the full bearish target, which we very nearly already realized with the previous high. Finally, let's conclude by having a look at the Australian dollar USD. And at this stage, I think we might finally see or have the bottom rather in AUDUSD. We are in the fifth stage of the 5-phase trend evaluation. So this is a very mature trend at this stage. And the fact that we are testing this yearly R1 pivot is also giving me the indication that this could finally be a bottom. So we will have a very nice risk reward setups should we take a long trade opportunity here with a stop perhaps just below that weekly S1 at 0.681. And from here, I'm expecting, first of all, a correction towards the area of the weekly R2, that would be at 0.718. And of course, then once we are there, we'll have a look to see what price action will bring us. That concludes this week's video. Thank you very much for tuning in. Until next time, we wish you all the best of your trading. And remember, trade smart and trade successful.